around the time of my 13th birthday, he raped me and continued to do so for 2 years on a regular basis.
Teresa has kept silent about the abuse she suffered for almost 40 years.
I did actually tell when I was a child what was going on, and I got such a bad and terrifying reaction to telling what was happening that I promised the person that I had come forward to that I would never speak about the subject again.
She says her abuser was Father Jerry Nugent, a well-known, charismatic figure within the community. He served as a priest in various churches around the west of Scotland and came into the public eye in 2006, following the disappearance of Polish student Angelika Kluk.
This was a whole new family that she had.
This is Father Nugent being interviewed about Angelika Kluk when she went missing.
She integrated herself into the family well. She was a very devout Catholic, would come to Mass.
Angelika had been living in his parish church, St Patrick's in Anderson, where her murderer Peter Tobin was working as a handyman. During the trial, Father Nugent told the court he'd had an affair with Angelika. As a result, he was removed from post the day Tobin was sentenced. It's also emerged that Father Nugent was sent for assessment and therapy in 1995, following an anonymous allegation he'd raped a woman. Father Nugent died in 2010. Teresa wrote to the church 3 years ago to tell them what had happened to her. The church has since paid for her counselling, but she's now suing for damages.
This is a church problem. It's not survivor's problem. It's no one else's problem. It's a church problem. We've got to take responsibility.
Teresa's case is expected to be one of many going to court following the removal in October last year of the restriction that cases had to be taken to court within 3 years of the damage caused. Alan Rodgers of Thompsons Solicitors in Glasgow is representing Teresa and one other woman who say she was also abused by Nugent as a child.
Due to the change in the law coming into effect quite late on last year, we're in the evidence gathering stage at the moment. Cases are being intimated to organisations where perpetrators worked, and they are in early stages, but litigation is being contemplated, and as I say, at the moment we're in gathering the appropriate evidence to make sure we can take those cases forward as and when necessary.
The Catholic Church says it is truly sorry and that Father Nugent was removed from parish ministry as soon as the extent of his inappropriate sexual behaviour with adults became apparent in 2007. It added that allegations relating to minors only emerged after his removal. The church says it's transformed its safeguarding procedures and now employs professional advisors and 10,000 volunteers to help ensure present and future generations will be kept safe. Teresa says it's not good enough. She wants other victims to come forward for help and for the church to guarantee it will do everything it can to prevent this happening to other children.
It's a very, very, very heavy burden to carry alone. You don't have to carry the burden. It can be shared. And when you talk about it, you do feel better.